Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome to a little update video for January 2020. So, I've got a couple of little pieces of news that I just want to go through in this video. Apologies as well that this is probably actually going to be a very short video, so some of you might be looking at this and thinking, wow, this is a very kind of short video. I was probably expecting something else, something a bit more perhaps in terms of length. But all will become clear as to why that is, as I explained. So, I've got a little bit of slightly, I say bad news, i.e. not very good news, as well as actually something a bit more brighter and more interesting. So I'll probably just start with the quote-unquote bad news first. So these last couple of days my internet has been taking an absolute shit on me, and what I mean by that is my broadband, I don't know, over the last couple of days, last few days in fact, I've noticed that my internet connection has been utterly slow and inconsistent as hell. I don't know why, it just has, I don't know, it has these moments where sometimes it's just not very good. I mean, I know, the thing is, I'm on a cheap broadband anyway, so I guess you get what you pay for, but the thing is, when I first got it, actually, it wasn't too bad, but it feels like progressively over time it's just dropped in quality. But, like I say, these last few days, it's been just unbearably kind of slow. And whilst it's not too bad for browsing, for uploading videos, it has just become, well, it's really bad, basically. And I've been trying to actually upload episode 5 of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture these last few days, and so far I have been struggling to do so with this internet connection. I don't know why, but it's just taking forever. And whenever I try uploading it, whenever I try, going onto YouTube, clicking the submit button, clicking, the video that I want to upload, I'm not kidding, the connection is intermittent. It keeps conking out whenever I try and upload the video in question. And this really is not ideal because it basically means that uploading videos at the moment is next to impossible. Now normally this wouldn't be too much of a problem for me because usually whenever I get the chance I always upload videos but don't immediately publish them. So I usually have a queue of videos on the channel ready to go out. So for most cases, whenever I get slow internet, it's not too much of a problem, like I say, because I have a queue of pre-uploaded videos, so I can just, publish one of them, and all's dandy and all that. And then usually by the time the internet picks up again, I can, start uploading, getting a fresh queue going. Unfortunately, my current queue of pre-uploaded videos is practically exhausted because this internet problems and all that, because I haven't had much chance to actually upload anything to the queue over the Christmas period, so my queue was a bit short anyway. So yeah, like I say, don't be alarmed if over the coming days there are no kind of uploads or, it's reduced upload schedule. I wanted to actually go back to my regular schedule in the new year, but sadly, unfortunately, just due to this internet connectivity issue, it's not going to happen, basically. So, yeah, I'll try and obviously publish videos as of when I can. It's just, like I say, it's just a heads up for all you guys, just to know that there may be days over the coming, couple of weeks in which there are no uploads published or all that. I'm actually in the process at the moment of basically finding a new broadband provider because, my god, I need something that's a little faster and far better, really, than what I've got at the moment. So, yeah, I'm looking to improve things, just so you all know that. But basically, at the moment, I'm stuck with this current internet connection, which, given the way it's going at the moment, it basically means that uploading anything longer than 10 minutes becomes an absolute fucking ball ache. Seriously, I am not kidding. Like I say, I've been trying to upload Everybody's Gone to the Rapture Part 5 at the moment, and it's literally proving almost impossible to do so, because as soon as I start trying to upload it, the internet connection lasts for all of about a few minutes before it conks out on me, which is annoying, because like I say, it means effectively, I can't upload anything. So that's the kind of bad news at the moment. So, like I say, if it's a 10-minute video or so like that, it might be easier to upload. So, like I say, over the coming days, don't be alarmed if there are no uploads. In fact, what I may try and do instead, just to try and get some kind of content out there on the channel, is perhaps just look at some small kind of indie games. So maybe do some, indie games that maybe only take up to a maximum of about 10 minutes or so. So that way it just goes a bit easier on the internet connection until I find something a bit faster. Okay, so that's the bad news, the bad quote-unquote news out of the way. Now, in terms of something a bit more optimistic and a bit brighter, I have recently been thinking, in fact I say I've been thinking, I've actually been pushed a little bit by Phil in this regard. So those of you who, have been around on the channel for a while, you will know that quite a while back I did a couple of Q&A videos. Basically, I'm interested in doing another Q&A video, because I haven't done one for a while, and it's always quite, relaxing and pleasant to actually do one of those. So, consider this your kind of, this kind of a call to all you viewers out there. Leave me your questions. It can be about whatever the fuck you want to ask me about, whether you want to ask me about myself, whether you want to ask me about gaming, or indeed anything else, anime, I don't know, current affairs, whatever the fuck you want to ask me about. Leave your questions down below if you're interested, and once I've got a good number of them, enough to actually make a nice sizable video, I think I'll contact Phil and we might arrange to have a little Q&A session, the two of us, just answering questions. So in fact, questions don't necessarily have to be addressed to me, they could be addressed to Phil if you want to address them to him, anything like that. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about in this January 2020 update video. So once again, apologies if, over the coming days there are sporadic uploads rather than regular ones, but like I say, just internet connectivity issues. But on the bright side, Q&A, good opportunity. If you want to ask me questions, anything like that, ask me, ask Phil, ask us about whatever the fuck you want us to ask about. If there's anything we're not comfortable answering, then don't worry too much about that. We'll just sort of skip over it when we come to record. But other than that, consider that for now we're kind of comfortable with pretty much any topic, so feel free to ask about whatever you want to ask about. But thank you then, everybody, for just listening in to this. Hope you all understand. Facebook and Twitter links and propagandist link as usual are down below in the video description if you're interested in those. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, leave your questions and all that, blah blah, you know the drill. Other than that, thank you everybody, and goodbye. Oh god, where am I? I'm here. Oh, cake! Eat me! Oh, I think I remember this. Here he comes. What are you doing? Just let her have a slice. Yeah, I remember. Yep. Down he goes. He's not invincible anymore. Time for Giant Alice, everybody. Nice little reference back to the actual books and the Disney movie from the 50s as well. The dress has changed back to the default one, apparently, though, for some reason. Time to advance. Oh god. Checkpoint, apparently.